are you doing today? It's the start of another wonderful week here in our TK classroom. My name is Miss Laura. Hello! And this week we're learning all about oviparous animals. What? Well, we're going to learn what that means. But I have a little friend I want to introduce you to. So this is Henrietta. Isn't she so fluffy? And she brought me a surprise. Do you want to see what it is? It is some eggs. So around this time of year, you might start to see stores selling some eggs. And I brought some to share with you. All right, here's one. That's a soccer egg. That's one. And a football egg. That's two. A blue one with crosses. Oh, I love blue. That's three. One with stripes. Four. One with dots. Five. Ooh, this yellow one. That makes six. I know some of you will like this one. Football. Number 7. Triangles. Number 8. Soccer. Number 9. And my last egg, a pretty pink one, number 10. Henrietta brought me 10 eggs to share. And wouldn't you know, I have a song about 10 eggs that I would like to share with you. Now, in this song, there's 10 fluffy chicks. And we have 10 fingers, so while I'm singing, I want you to hold your fingers up like this. It's more of a poem, but here we go. 5 eggs and 5 eggs, that makes 10. Sitting on top is the mother hen. Crackle, 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 crackle. What do I see? 10 fluffy chicks as yellow as can be. What do you think? I wish my fingers were fluffy like the chicks. Now, you know I love to share my Spanish language with you, so I have a song in Spanish that we'll sing together. Now, in order for you to understand it, if you don't speak the language, I'm going to share with you a few words. So the first one is pollitos. Pollitos means chicks. And the next one is hambre. Hambre means hungry. And our pollitos are going to be hungry. Right, the next one is frío. What do you think it means? Frío. Cold, that's right. So we know our pollitos are going to be hungry and be cold. Are you ready to sing with me? It goes like this. Los pollitos dicen pío, pío, pío cuando tienen hambre. Cuando tienen frío, la gallina busca el arroz y el trigo, les da la comida, les presta el abrigo. So tomorrow I'll go over a few more words so you'll better understand the song. But right now, it's time to visit some words in our book we're going to share. Now remember, I told you we're learning about oviparous animals. And I bet behind this door, that's one of our words. So let's take a look. Today I have 2 words for you. The first word is special letter A for amphibians. Can you say that word? Amphibians. Amphibians are a group of cold-blooded vertebrate animals like frogs or toads. And in our book, there's some pictures of some amphibians, and I'll make sure to stop and point them out so we can get that word right in our brain. And the last word, the word of the week, is oviparous. Special letter O, like a big oval. Can you make an O in the air like this? Oviparous, and it's any animal that lays an egg. Are humans oviparous? No, we're not oviparous. We do not lay eggs. But our story today tells us about other animals that are oviparous. So our story is called Chickens aren't the only ones. The author is Ruth Heller. Now you'll remember the author does what? Writes the words. That's right. And it's a book about animals that lay eggs. And here's our first animal. It's a chicken. That's right. Or a hen. And she's sitting on top of a nice nest. And look, here's another picture of an animal. It's a crocodile. Did you know crocodiles laid eggs? I didn't. So let's read. Chickens aren't the only ones. Chickens lay the eggs you buy. Now, where do you buy eggs? I want you to think. Do you go to the farmer's market? Do you go to the supermarket? Yeah, that's where I go. I go to the grocery store to buy my eggs. But that's not where they come from. They come from chickens. The eggs you boil or fry. Look at all those eggs. Do you like to eat eggs? Oh, I like to eat fried eggs. Those are my favorite. What's your favorite way to eat eggs? And the eggs you dye. Look at those eggs. They're beautiful and colorful. Or leave alone so you can see what will grow inside naturally. And it's a little pollito or a chick. It grew inside of an egg. But chickens aren't the only ones. Look, this is a beautiful peacock. That's right. Every bird, wild or tame, does the same. So if you can see here, a turkey is oviparous. You see the dove down there, and there's a goose here, and a duck. They all lay eggs. The ostrich lays the largest egg. Look how big that egg is. The hummingbird, the smallest. The teeniest, tiniest egg. I've never seen a hummingbird egg, but I bet it's pretty small. Have you ever seen one? Chickens aren't the only ones. Most snakes lay eggs, and lizards too. So do you think that a snake egg looks the same as a chicken egg? No, probably not, right? It's probably thinner. There's the picture there. And crocodiles and turtles do. So there's a turtle and its little baby in an egg. Ooh, do you know what this is? I think it's a big, scary dinosaur. It's a T-Rex. Did you know dinosaurs who are extinct are reptiles too, and they're oviparous? See right at the bottom, a little baby dinosaur hatching from an egg. Frogs and toads and salamanders lay eggs, and when they hatch, that means come out of their egg, they're tadpoles who grow legs and climb a lily pad just like their mom and dad. And here they are at the bottom. Now, do you do things like your mom and dad? Maybe you look like them, huh? They don't have claws or scaly skins. They are called amphibians. So now we know amphibians don't have claws or scaly skins, but they are also oviparous, which means they come from eggs. Fish eggs float up to the surface or sink down to the bottom of the ocean floor. Oh, look at these fish. They all look so unique or different. Do you have a favorite one from this page? I think I like this one with the polka dots on its stomach. This mother seahorse lays her eggs into the father's pouch. He keeps them there until they hatch, and then he's through. I think that's nice of him, don't you? So that's really unique of seahorses. Usually the mother takes care of the babies, but in this case it's the father. These fathers too are helping out by guarding eggs protected by the foamy mass that's floating by. and they won't leave until they are sure that all the eggs have hatched. So fathers play an important role too, even though they sometimes don't lay the eggs. These don't look like eggs to me, but they were laid deep in the sea. This one by a shark, this one by a ray. It's a mermaid's purse, they say. So can you believe this shark egg? It looks so strange, so different from other eggs that we know or buy in the grocery store. Spiders wrap their eggs in sacks, and snails, you know, are very slow, but they lay eggs that hatch and grow, and so do insects. Oh, we learned all about insects. Of course, we learned they have how many legs? 6 legs, that's right. And they lay many different kinds of eggs. This one will hatch into a hungry caterpillar who will grow and grow and grow and then climb up a stem and change into a chrysalis, and change again one summer morn. That's how a butterfly is born. Now, we learned all about the butterfly life cycle in our last class session. Animals with fur or hair who nurse their young and don't lay eggs are known as mammals. So like an anteater, a platypus, but these are 2 exceptions, and they both live in Australia. Oh, so the anteater and this platypus, they do lay eggs. Chickens aren't the only ones. There's no more to discuss. Everyone who lays an egg is oviparous. Look at all of these animals that lay eggs. A frog, a chicken, a parrot, a spider, a butterfly, even an octopus. Oh, I wonder what an octopus egg looks like. Animals who don't lay eggs have babies born alive and well, but that's another tale to tell. The end. So what did you think of our book? We learned so much and about oviparous animals, from crocodiles to seahorses. So I hope that you go check it out at your local library. So right now we're going to move on to our foundational skill lesson, and I'm going to see if you remember some of the oviparous animals that we talked about. I'm going to give you clues like the beginning sound or maybe something that rhymes with that animal, and see if you can guess at home. All right, are you ready? It's time to play a guessing game, a guessing game, a guessing game. It's time to play a guessing game. Won't you guess with me? All right, here are my oviparous animals. See if you can think of the one that I'm going to give you clues about. This one's special beginning sound is S. So that's the S, makes the sound. It slithers, and it lays eggs that might look different from chicken eggs. Do you remember this story? Long and thin. I'll say it slowly, and then you say it loud as soon as you figure out what it is. Ready? Snake. Snake. Snake, that's right. A snake is an oviparous animal. Okay, let's do a couple more. Oh, this next one's special sound is t, t. Its beginning sound is t, t. That's T, isn't it? Can you make a T in the air? That's right, and it's very slow when it walks, and it has a hard shell in the back, and it loves to eat lettuce. I'm going to say it slow. Here we go. Turtle. Turtle. Turtle! That's right, you're so good at this game. A turtle is an oviparous animal. All right, let's see. Ooh, I know you know this one. Its special sound is k, k. Now remember, 2 letters can make that sound, a K or a C. For this one, it's a C, a crocodile, C. Okay, I gave it away, crocodile, Miss Laura. I can hear you telling me. All right, I won't make it so easy next time. All right, let's see. Ooh, this one's special letter is S, like snake, but it's not the snake. The father carries the egg in its pouch, and it lives under the sea. I'm going to say it slow. Seahorse. Tell me real loud once you know. Seahorse. Seahorse, that's right. Here's the seahorse, another oviparous animal. Now, I don't want to leave the last one out, so I'm going to say it, but I think you know what it is. Its special sound is actually ch, 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 and that's the sound you make when you combine the C and the H together. Ch, ch. And it lives on a farm and has feathers, and it lays eggs that you might have for breakfast. Here I go, sing it slow. Chicken, chicken. Chicken, that's right. Oh, you're so good. We said oviparous animals are snakes and turtles and the seahorse, a chicken and a crocodile. Do you remember any more? That's right, insects like a butterfly. Now, I thought it'd be really fun at our project place to make a little craft that will remind us what oviparous animals are, animals who come from eggs. So let's go over to the project place and I'll tell you what materials we'll need. Here we go. All right, for this activity, you're going to need some paper. Now, I always love to use scraps of paper that I have, but these are the colors I used. I used white and brown, orange, black, and yellow. Now, I used a couple of other supplies, but you use whatever you have on hand. Glue or a glue stick, and then I was just a little bit extra, a little bit of white paint to make what we're making seem more realistic, and some scissors and a paintbrush if you don't want to use your fingers. So this is what we're making. And I know what you're thinking, an egg? Really? That's all? But this egg is magic because it's going to hatch and there's an oviparous animal underneath. So what do you think it is? Do you want me to rip it open and find out? Okay, here we go. Oh, what could it be? So when a little animal hatches, this one will peck through the egg. Does that give you a clue? I'm going to take it down and open it up, and then we'll take a look. Do you see any clues from what you're looking at? From wherever you are, here we go. It's a chick. That's what came from our egg. So do you want to make this with me? All right, here's what we're going to do first. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our yellow paper to make a head and a body. Now you can do this a couple of ways. You can use your scissors or you can tear the paper like I did, and I like that it makes the paper look like it's almost fluffy. So we're going to try to do it that way. So for the head, what shape might we make? A circle, that's right. Looks like the letter O. So I'm going to tear it. That's really fun. And I'm just going to cut a circle around. Now, circles are really hard to make when you're tearing paper. I'm going to show you. Mine is not perfect. Look at this. See all the rough edges? But that's okay. I like it like that. I'm going to put it in the middle or center of my paper. And I'm going to glue it down, just like that, using my glue stick, because we want to make sure that I show you what it's going to look like at the end. If I used glue, it would take so long to dry. Next, we need a body. So another piece of yellow paper, and I'm going to make the same shape, just a little bit larger. So come on, tear paper with me all the way around. Now, last week we learned about insects and their 3 body parts. I think a chick has many, many more body parts than an insect. But can you find out for me and let me know? It's always interesting to study the anatomy, which is a fancy word for the sciencey word for how things are inside of different animals. Okay, so there's my body. Now what do I need? Chicks, I know, have wings. So I need to add some wings. And again, just using scrap pieces of paper. I'm going to cut some wings out. Now, to me, the wings look kind of like this. I don't know how to describe the shape. Maybe it's a car. Or it can be any shape that you like. Cut a little bit off. It's kind of like when you're looking at these torn pieces of paper, it's like looking at the clouds. You don't know what shape it's going to be, and then it just starts to look like something else. Okay, then I'm going to tear another piece of paper to make my next wing, or my pair, because pair means two, you know. Here we go. Oh, what's this shape? Kind of looks like, I don't know, a state? Like where we live, California? Or a smile with two teeth at the bottom? Or a wing, which is what it's going to be. So there it is. All right, now we need to add our beak. So I'm going to do that by using some orange paper. Now, if you don't have orange paper at home, don't worry, you can just use white paper, newspaper, whatever it is you have. Remember, just use your imagination. Sometimes when you don't have things, it's when you can be creative and new and exciting things begin to form. All right, so there's the beak. Next, I'm going to add some legs, and then we'll do our egg. So I'm going to add 1 and 2. There we are. Now, do chicks have legs? Ooh, I might have made a mistake. Can you find out for me, please? I always love it when you investigate. Look into books. Do chicks have legs? Okay, next I'm going to make some eyes with some black paper. And this is 2 circles, 2 smaller circles. And you can put some white part if you like, but I'm just going to use some black to make the eyes. Put them there, 1 and 2. Now, chicks aren't the only oviparous animal that you can make. You can get creative and make a turtle or a seahorse or anything else you'd like, but this is what my chick is looking like. Ooh, so fancy. Look, it's doing a little walk like on the runway. Now, to finish up our craft or activity, we need to make an egg. So you're going to take your piece of brown paper and you're going to cut out an egg shape. I want you to think, you can even go into the fridge and check the shape of an egg. It's not quite an oval, kind of has a point, and then it's heavier at the bottom. So I'm just going to get my scissors in there and start cutting, but you can use a marker and trace out your shape. So here we go, going around and around, kind of creating an oval and just leaving like a little point. And one thing I forgot to mention, of course, you're going to want to make your egg larger than your chick because it's going to be inside of it. Last step is you're going to take your glue stick or your glue, whatever it is you're going to use, and you're going to go around the edges of the egg, not in the middle. No, boo to that. You don't want to do that. Just the edges around, and you're going to put the egg down. Okay, and then you can take your scissor and kind of cut a little tiny hole in the middle so you can peel it off. Now, of course, I like to do things and make them look as realistic as possible. So I have a little bit of white paint. So I'm going to dip my egg in the white paint because if you notice, a brown egg has like these little speckles of white. And I'm just going to go and get really messy and kind of get in there and get some white speckles on my egg. This is what it's looking like, and you can make lots of speckles or a little bit, and then you can surprise someone and say, oh, can you guess what's inside? It's an oviparous animal. And then start cracking it open. This is my favorite part. Remember, you can do a turtle or anything else. Pretend it's hatching out. You can even pretend to be the mother hen. You can sit on it a while. It's hatching out, it's hatching out. Oh, there it goes. And at the very, very end, you're going to have a beautiful oviparous animal in there, a chick or whatever it is that you choose to put in there. So I'd love to see your creations. Send me a picture if you're able. And remember, join me tomorrow because we're going to learn lots more about oviparous animals. Until then, Miss Lara sends you a big squeeze wherever you are and a big smooch. Mwah! It reminds you to read and play and to use your imagination every single day. Until next time, goodbye.